So, would somebody please just unmute their mic for a second and just let me know that you can see that saying 22.2?
Yeah.
You can see it, sir.
Super, thank you, thank you. So, we are going to be ending up doing the Hegarty number 341 today. This will be our last lesson, I think, on proportion. And we're going to be building on using the unitary method that we just did a little bit of last lesson, because we needed it to answer the harder questions from the previous video we did. Now, they just have to take a bit of care that you really go back to the correct unit here. And you'll see what I mean when we look at a few practice questions. So this is a classic question, okay? This is an example of one that you might get like number 1, okay? So we're told an estimation that 5 miles is 8 kilometers, and we're being asked to convert some miles into kilometers. So first step, just write down the facts you know. We know that 5 miles is the same thing as 8 kilometers. Now the key bit now is do we divide by 5 or do we divide by 8? Do we want to get back to 1 mile or do we want to get back to 1 kilometer? So you've got to look ahead and see what the question is asking you to do. Now we're being asked to convert some miles. So we need to get to the position we know what 1 mile is, because once we've got 1 mile, we can easily go to 34.5 miles by multiplying by 34.5. So the key bit here is that you look ahead and see that you're converting from miles. Therefore, we want to have 1 mile. Therefore, we choose to divide by 5, because that takes us from 5 miles to 1 mile. So we divided the miles by 5, we divide the kilometers by 5. 8 divided by 5 is 1.6. Now, once we've got to 1 mile, it's very easy to then convert to 34.5 miles, because we just multiply the left and the right by 34.5. So 1.6 times 34.5 is 55.2 kilometers. Okay, so this was the key bit. We've got the 1 on the left-hand side on this occasion. Now, let's take a look at another question. This is a question, a sort of an example of number 4. We're told that £3 equals 4 euros. But look, on this occasion, we're converting from euros. So we need to get back to 1 euro, not £1. So notice on this occasion, I've decided to divide both sides by 4, because that takes me from 4 euros back to 1 euro. So 3 divided by 4 was 0.75. Now, once I've got back to 1 euro, then I can easily go to 65.9 euros by multiplying by 65.9. So 0.75 multiplied by 65.9 gave me £19.425. I've been asked to give my answer correct to 2 decimal places, so that's £19.43. Remember, when you're rounding up, you look at the next digit, 5 or above, so that rounds the 2 up to a 3. So, just one more example before I let you loose. So, similar idea, we're told that 16 litres equates to 80 kilometres. It is the kilometres that we need to be starting with. How much petrol do you need to ensure the car has enough petrol for a trip of 210 kilometres? So we need to get back to 1 kilometre. So to get back to 1 kilometre, we divide by 80. That takes us from 80 kilometres back to 1 kilometre. We don't need to work out how much 1 litre is. That's not the way the question is phrased. So dividing both sides by 80, we get 1 kilometre being 0.2 litres. And I've got that by doing 16 divided by 80. So if 1 kilometres is 0.2 litres, 210 kilometres, I'm going to multiply both sides by 210. 0.2 times 210 is 42 litres. So that's it, folks. So please can you go and do Hegarty number 341, please. You're all getting into a good routine now. You understand what we're doing. So you can watch the video if you want a little bit more explanation. You can wait for this video to upload onto either Teams or YouTube. But really, I would expect a lot of you would just be wanting to dig into the quiz for number 341. I have set it up, so hopefully it will be waiting for you. If it's not, no big deal. Just search for 341 and get on with it. And I'll be looking forward to your percentages coming through shortly, and I'll transfer them across onto Teams and give you a smiley face and stuff. Okay, guys, well done. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.